We're quite lucky because we have a Dubai office as well. So we see a little bit more than your average accountant in the UK. And of course, with crypto accounting, we can pretty much bookkeep for any country around the world, as I'm sure these two can as well, because it's all fairly similar. It's just a change between the tax difference and what you report, etc., which can be flicked using software or by those who use it sort of locally. So in terms of the global trends, I think there's a huge focus right now on appropriate regulation. Now, as I said earlier on, a self-proclaimed degen who's also an accountant, it's very difficult for me to have a nice balance between regulation and innovation. Some would see it as DeFi and CeFi, yin and yang, whatever it might be. I think it needs to have both. So, what sort of things do we want to talk about when we're talking about the trends? The first thing, from a UK and Europe perspective, I guess, is CARF. So that's Crypto Asset Reporting Framework. And this is where the government is consulting the UK at the moment to implement this in due course. The OECD was commissioned this by the G20 back in 2022, I want to say roughly, and we're looking at implementation in around about 2027. So although that's a big time frame in the grand scheme of a huge reporting framework, that's very quick. A good friend of mine, Dion, is leading the charge on this nationally, and he's doing a great job and explaining it to people and getting people stuck in. But it's certainly something I would say that we all as accountants need to keep an eye on. Now, in terms of anything outside of that, I know with our Dubai office, we have something that we need to look into called the Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, VARA. I believe this is the first specific regulatory oversight for virtual assets. So again, Dubai leading the charge on another front there. Bermuda recently have brought in some form of stablecoin regulatory guidance as well, which is fantastic. I wouldn't be surprised if other jurisdictions start to take certain aspects of that and deal with it themselves.